and now at the Thunder. So I asked if we have a fan of the prospective team in here. I asked them, do they think they're going to go over or under their win total from last year? What do they think is going to be the biggest differences from last year to this season, positives and negatives? And then I asked them like how they think they stack up against their other teams in the conference, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Wes knows the rundown already. Wes is an Oklahoma City fan, so I will ask him questions after he goes, and probably even chime in myself after he goes. But I appreciate your presence, brother. I appreciate you being in here, and I appreciate you waiting and so patiently. You was ready to talk Thunder like earlier this week to talk about your team. Last year, y'all won 57 games, bro. Do you think y'all go over under that mark? And then biggest differences from last year to this season, expectations to you, and et cetera.
Yeah. So I think uh, I think we sit right at 58. I no goods. I think 60, and I think it's a reasonable goal. I, I'm gonna say 58, and I will say this: I don't want us to try to burn ourselves out in the regular season, um, getting 65 wins or 63 wins or anything like that. If we're playing at that level, it is what it is, and if we're just that much better than other teams, so be it. But again, I don't want us burning ourselves out chasing wins, so I'm gonna just conservatively, I'll say over, but I'm gonna sit at 58 with that. In terms of the rest, I wish there was a I wish you had pinned this in the like the questions because I don't remember what other questions, but I'll just speak about the team. And if you have anything specific, just ask.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think our biggest offseason additions, obviously Alex Caruso and Isaiah Hartenstein. We gave him a big bag to come be our backup center. But I think his value is much more than just in being a backup center. I think he is really capable of, in spots being like an offensive hub, and not in terms of scoring, but running your offense through a guy. I think defensively, he can be the head of a unit as a starter or as a backup. So those things are really really impactful and important for whatever we try to do this year. And then also citing Alex Caruso, subtracting Giddy. He was one of our key subtractions. And just replacing him with quintessential role player, um, another POA for a team that was already strong, and in that aspect of our team construction and everything, we just got even stronger. Over the last few years, has been a good 3-point shooter. It's not like he's a volume demon, and I don't, he's not a movement shooter or anything. But if you can create and generate the looks for him, he will knock them down, and I think he will be open. I think teams will obviously sell out to try to stop a Shea and a Jada, and even Chet at times, which will leave Caruso and Dort open. Dort, not the craziest about, I would welcome an in season trade, but I don't dislike Dort. I just think that he's a piece that can help our team get better. Dort and a pick for a player that has more size. I'm looking for a Cam Johnson, or somebody who can play the four. Um, but again, to Caruso, adds a lot of value. Also, some backup point guard minutes, some on ball reps, a lot of different things he can do. Pick up full court, and is a versatile defender. He's not relegated to only guarding his position. He's a guy who can guard up. Who can, I won't say he's not going to guard fours and fives. Well, but in certain fours in this league, because of the stretch nature of the league now, and not having set body types for positions anymore. Even some fours who are perimeter oriented, I think Caruso can handle. So it's a really good thing for our team because I think we become switchable all throughout the board, and there are no weaknesses defensively. Offensively, I think obviously Shea at the helm, and just getting even better. His release has gotten quicker. He's gotten rid of his hitch a little, so we're seeing a better shooter this year. I think his pull up game, he's shown you in preseason, albeit very small sample. Even with the summer basketball though with Team Canada, he showed you his pull up three is a lot smoother. It's a quicker shot, and something he can get into better. Still has a step back aspect of his game, and obviously the mid range and all the rim pressure and converting around the rim that'll never go anywhere. I look for a better 3 point percentage this year. I don't know if I see that many more attempts, maybe up to his attempts by one per game, but it's odd. I really like his game the way it is, and I don't think he should go to a full overhaul. I think it's just adding things to the arsenal. But I like his approach to the game. I like how he plays, so that's good. I think Mark will continue to run. J-Dub is like our secondary creator when Shea sits, and I think we'll still build things around him. But I also like, Kaysen, second year. I think he'll be better. I look for better on ball, um, better on ball reps when he gets that opportunity this year as opposed to last year. Obviously, still being a good 3 point shooter, still spacing the floor, still being a good defender. Well, he's not really a spacer, but this year he may end up showing he has to be respected and could add that element to his game. But I still look forward to him knocking down shots and converting. I look for Chet to be stronger, be better off the dribble, taking advantage of any mismatches, as well as I think for our offense as a whole, we will incorporate getting him the ball more on pick and rolls instead of just having him pick and pop so much. Typically with J-Dub, he rolls to the basket a little more because J-Dub is looking for that. I think he's been or he was better than Shea at that last year in terms of getting the ball to the rolling big man. But I think Shea will. That's another aspect of his game that I expect to improve, and I look forward to seeing him utilize Chet more in that role as opposed to just having him be a stretch. But I like the art he's added to his shot, the little changes he's made, and I think that'll bode well, hopefully, throughout the season. Um, and yeah, Aaron Wiggins, you know, and a long list of other guys. I don't think Jalen Williams gets a lot of PT this year, but he's still there if, any injury or we need spot duty. Um, Obviously have Isaiah Joe. I expect another good campaign from him. And it's like, yeah, I think our team is in line to be able to have things run through OKC, and I think that's important with Chesapeake. I think our arena is still called Chesapeake. Maybe the name has changed, but yeah, I just look forward to a more seasoned ball club this year, and a team that just has things in play. We have the same coach, same philosophy, and we have even better personnel now. So I expect, ceiling is the roof, to quote MJ. I think big things are to come. Still have Kenrich Williams on the ball club, so hopefully whenever he's called upon, hopefully he hoops. And we have two good rookies in AJ Mitchell and Dylan Jones. I don't think they get a lot of PT, but in case of any injury, God forbid, I think, they may be able to fill in and give good spot duty with the way they're looking so far. So that's my outlook. Any predictions? I think Shea will have a top 3 finish in MVP. I would love for him to win it. I'm gonna say top 3 finish and hope for the jewelry or silverware coming back home. But I'll just say top 3 finish for now. I do expect the number 1 seed in the Western Conference, but top 3, anything outside of top 3, I think would be disappointing. A good shot for Mark to win Coach of the Year, but maybe not. These things are all over the place at times. But yeah, just really good team, really good season ahead. So that's it. That's my long spiel.
Yeah, I mean, any follow up that you have for me, you actually tied it in. You actually tied it into it every single time. Like that was well said, bro. I literally don't even have a follow up. I do have one thing to say from somebody in the chat, and then I'm gonna go to Eli. And if I have a question for both of you all, it will come up. But again, you answered so many different things in your open talk. That was amazing, bro. Um, my man Black said in the chat, like he didn't hear no negatives. He want to hear something. Something you got anything negative to say, or you just feel like you good? Like you know what I'm saying? He didn't hear no negatives. So
I mean, right now, the only negative is like I spoke to it with Dort. I think that we could.
yeah,
I don't want to call him a negative, but I think we could get better in that aspect. And also, if you want to throw in having another real creator, I think that could be another negative for our team. I think right now we have two for sure creators, on ball creators. Excuse me, but this is where I think iHeart fills in and offers us a release valve to just run offense through. So he could be a hub, and we could run offense through him and spot duty against bench units to combat not having more on ball creators. But I expect Kaysen to take I won't say a true leap, but a step in the right direction when it comes to on ball creation. And I think he'll get more reps, and provided that opportunity, I think he'll show, hey, I've improved here. I would like to see that from him. And then, like I was saying, for Caruso, I don't expect him to truly create offense, but just being another ball handler and somebody who, if Mark calls a set play, I think he could, potentially, hopefully, stand at the top of the key and deliver a pass to get us into our action and let everything else unfold. So those things, but really, those two things, Dort's place on the team, and just really it's a size thing. He's 6'4". He's very, very strong, but I would like J Dub to be able to play the three, because I think he is truly a wing. I think he's a three. I don't like the matchup for him having to play four so much, and I think that if we had a taller four, and just somebody who was bigger, not that Cam Johnson is a great rebounder or anything, but that could help. You get more length on the court, you get more size, and also you get more shooting. So that's the guy who I would like Sam to target, a Cam Johnson. Move J Dub to the three, have Cam play the four. Cam is a role player. He's not expecting to get a lot of shots nor a lot of touches per se. He's not expecting to dribble the ball or anything like that. He's going to play his role. He's going to pitch in where he can and get in where he fits in. And I think that will be something that, could help. Also, potentially a Colin Sexton if we go in a different direction and just want to add another creator. I'm not crazy about that, though, because I think when you add guys who actually have to have the ball in their hands, things can get funky. And this is why I push back against that in the offseason. But I won't say, like, it's not a terrible move if we were to go do something like that. But yeah, that's my outlook, man. And I know AJ should be in here. I know Eli popped in. Eli's on stage now. I know Twin is in here somewhere. So yeah.
well said, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Well said, Eli. You can attack the pin message, bro, to get started, Eli, with yourself. Over under differences from last season to this season, as far as positives and negatives, if any. And then what's your expectations for the team this year?
Over under. I mean,
They won 57 games last year.
so I'll take the over on that.
You're supposed to continue.
All right. I mean, I know. I
Oh,
was
my
just
bad, my
addressing
bad,
at
my
one
bad.
point and then I was reading the rest. Come on,
Oh, my
Brusky.
bad,
Are we
my
gonna
bad, my
finish?
bad, my bad, my bad.
But anyways, I think one of the major differences from last year would be kind of how the offense operated. Last year they probably led the league by a large percentage and just like guard to guard screens, which think will still be a thing, but it was pretty like it wasn't pick and roll heavy in a traditional sense, but it was relatively pick and roll heavy, and then just like revolved around advantage extension, and obviously like Shea is pretty high in the ISO range, like so. But like, and then obviously J Dub has his own off the dribble game with some of those like ghost screens to create switches and stuff like that. I think this year will be a decent bit like more motion heavy. Probably see a lot more DHOs. a lot more split cuts, a lot of just more general off ball actions. Just because I think you know that's probably the best way to maximize not only the roster, but for them to maximize you know one of their biggest additions in Hartenstein. And I think you've seen that in the preseason where you got like big to big DHOs. They look like really good because Chet's like pretty underrated as a driver. Like his handle's relatively good, even though it's high. And he has better dexterity, I think, than he was allowed to show at Gonzaga. And
Facts.
even last year, that was his first season. So I expect a little bit of off the dribble growth from 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 Chet. Um, I hopefully they play a little bit faster. I don't know if they necessarily will. They're not like a slow team. They're one of the faster teams in the league, but uh, that could be a even better way to create advantages because I thought they got thawed out um in the half court in the Mavs series, and I thought a little bit of pace would have helped. I feel like that's where they won when they were winning. But
That's a great shout.
but what was I gonna say, bro? I think the general expectation, bro, is just like, bro, this is our league. Like you think I'm trolling when I say this? Like the general expectation, bro, is just to win the title, bro. Like the Larry B, like you feel me? Stay Magic Johnson, Western Conference Finals MVP, and then win the Bill Russell Award. Like, feel me? Those are the expectations. Like the roster is just that good, bro. Niggas don't have a 10-man roster comparable. I just don't see it, bro. Especially with an injured Porzingis. Like I just
So
don't
you
see
truly
it.
think the expectation should be to win the championship?
Chip
Not
up.
wow. All right.
There's
I'm
no
not mad at
excuses,
it.
bro. Chip up, bro. Bro,
Very lofty. Very lofty.
bro, that's not lofty at all. Considering, like, bro, like, bro, let's just do the math, bro. You took a team 157 games. Okay, you took a team that went to the okay, you took a team that was in the series with the team that was in the finals, right? Like, and it was virtually an even series, point differential wise. Point differential wise, I think it literally was like tied in terms of point differential, which is not to say like no, I think I can confidently say the series was close all the way through. Like, and there were portions. Obviously, they led for a good bit of that game 6 before they blew the lead. But like, you could argue like they're on par with the team that made the finals, and then you replace their worst rotational player, and then you add somebody who even like some of us are lower on, but like most of y'all are pretty high on him. You add Caruso, who doesn't necessarily address some of the concerns, but he adds a lot to the biggest strengths. And then you add somebody that like changes like the entire dynamic of the team. Honestly, like that's what Hartenstein does for them. Like he gives you a different type of release valve. I think he changes the way that they play offensively, and he gives you like, bro, they're just going to be the best defense in the league. I don't have no doubt with that. Like they're gonna have the highest defensive rating, unless the Timberwolves just do what they did again last year. So it's like I don't know, bro. I don't know how this can be a team where you're like, oh yeah, they should probably win the championship, especially if when Boston stay relatively the same and Porzingis is injured. So I mean,
I
if they
think my
Nigga, he
if they
cut his
only
foot
make it
off.
to the huh,
my only thing about
KP cut
the
his foot off.
you said what?
KP lost his foot, nigga. We showing the
Okay,
championship.
but yeah, Eli, I'm with you on in terms of how what I expect us to perform. What I'm speaking to is like the expectation as opposed to the goal of it all, which we talked about yesterday. I'm not sure if you were in here for that segment, but it's like I definitely expect us to get to the Western Conference Finals and compete to get to the finals. But expecting a championship, especially when you may be playing the defending champions, and granted, KP's not healthy right now, doesn't mean he won't be healthy. And he's actually on track to be back this season, and in a shortened season for him already, focusing on rehabbing and then just getting back for the finals. I think that matchup is still a situation where expecting us to beat the Celtics as it stands right now, I feel is a little lofty, but I'm not mad at it. I wanted to
Bro.
get your opinion on it. So,
Chip
Nigga, they don't
up.
have no money. Like what? Chill out.
Chip up,
yeah,
bro.
I'm
Like,
tripping.
Bro,
like
Got
stop
it.
being pussy, bro. Chip
that
up,
what
bro.
I'm saying, nigga. You gotta stand on your business, nigga. Nigga, you said you'd be fine if we lost to the Nuggets. On God, I wouldn't be. They suck. Like, they're ass.
I guess. All right, that's fair. Like y'all can hold me accountable. Say I
Bro.
need to juice my expectations. Don't be such a
Like
pussy.
these laughing and shit, bro. Like, come on, bro. This literally don't.
Bro, they lost money
They
after
got
winning
this
the
fake.
title.
They got the fake underdog
Come on.
gimmick. I forgot, bro. So let me make this clear, bro. Just because it's my opinion that niggas should chip up, that don't mean it's the general consensus that niggas should chip up. I just want niggas to remember that. But I genuinely think, like, if they can get through the regular season, honestly, if they can get to the regular season 55 wins, but they do a lot of experimenting, I wouldn't be mad. You feel me? Like,
I feel
oh,
like this might be gas. I feel like 55 low key the floor. Like, damn, that sounds kind of crazy. But
like when you do like that's if they
that's
trolling and Shea get injured for a few more games than you did
that's
last
how
year.
they
Like,
still low. I
like,
don't know.
bro, this our league, bro. On some shit.
I know, nigga. Hey, shit.
This our
Yeah,
league.
West, you was pulling the Wizard West for sure. You will accept a loss to Denver, but you don't want to say y'all will beat Boston. I'm not saying you
Well,
should be.
first,
We gonna hold
first,
your feet to
first
the
and
fire,
foremost,
nigga.
y'all let people say any. I didn't say, oh, I'll accept it. I said I think it's like we could lose to Denver. I still do think that's a series that we could lose again, which I added more context.
Jamal Murray is a
They're
hobo.
playing at the level that they've shown that they can reach
Mhm.
because they've shown they can reach a championship level if they are able to regain that and match that again. I think that us losing to them in a series in the Western Conference Finals would not be a disappointment for me because my expectation is Western Conference Finals. My goal is the finals or championship, you know? So I'm not pulling the Wizard. Wizard was saying that he he thinks that they'll beat all these other teams and but didn't want to say his expectation is the finals.
Mhm.
I
West,
expect us to be in the Western Conference Finals, and depending on our opponent, it'll shape how I look at that series
West
But
and
you
West.
depending on your opponent. But you don't think anybody
and
in the West.
how they're playing at that point. You said I don't
Okay,
think what
okay. No, okay.
because like it is. We're in October before the season started. I think there. I'm gonna wait and see. I have an expectation, and we can revisit this later on in the season, later on when it's done. And again, all things depend on what's going on at the time.
Mhm.
This is, I could say, hey, I expect us to win a championship. Fine, I can say it, but I don't think that it means much. I do expect us to be one of the last four teams standing, and I think anything less than that is a disappointment and a failure. And then we will see how the other team we would face in the Western Conference Finals, who they are, what they look like. There's a long season ahead of us. Additions could be made, trades could be made. It's a lot to go on, but I do expect us to be one of the last four standing, regardless of anything else that happens. And I think that's fair.
All right.
Hey AJ,
Is that Jordan Woods? Hello?
yeah, yeah. You remember when the Lakers added when they won the
Russell
chip
Westbrook?
and
Yeah.
no no when the Lakers won the chip and when they added like
Mark
two top
and
two no the top two six men from the year before.
Dennis and
You comparing
Montrez.
Caruso to Dennis and
Yeah,
Trez?
no. I'm about to positively compare them. Y'all, what y'all did. This is what we thought we did back then. What y'all did this offseason is what we thought we
Bruh.
did with that offseason. Like
Bruh,
y'all
nigga, that
added
was
like
a
two of the
squad.
best role
That
players in
21
the
team
NBA, bro. Like
that 21 team was a squad though, nigga.
was, but like imagine if like those two players that we added. I mean, we had Caruso already. Were like the two players you just added. Like, what
Yeah.
if they look like actually, viable
And
for
you
real,
got rid of your
playable?
worst player, like the worst player on
Yeah,
your team for them?
yeah, yeah. And that's like
Type
what
shit.
y'all just did. Like
Type shit.
y'all weren't
I
us
mean,
before
there's
that, but like,
still, again, though, with everything that's being said, J Dub has to take a leap. and Chet.
He doesn't.
Don't speak on Chet, nigga.
Elite?
Don't say my demon name.
J
Nigga.
Dub has to take a leap.
I'm
don't care about
okay.
that kid,
A leap is is too strong. He needs to take steps forward, and I stand by that. I don't even think you can disagree with that, Eli. He does need to take steps forward with shot selection. I think not that he takes a lot of bad shots or anything, but I would like to see his shot diet change a little bit. His shot chart should be more threes this year and less twos. It should look more like the player he should be versus Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, because
He has
he's
to be
not
the second
Shai
option, right?
Gilgeous-Alexander. Yeah.
Yeah.
You said no?
I said yeah.
No, he
Nigga.
said
Chet,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Chet don't
Yeah.
got that
Yeah.
much money.
So, and then for Chet, yeah, like, again, I still want to see Chet improve as well offensively for sure in terms of not even so much volume. Just, okay, last year, obviously you were a rookie. You had some lows in your season. Can you be more consistent this year? And can you duplicate
I know it's the
that same
preseason, bro, but
success?
you saying that already.
If
Like
if J Dub
he's
is
putting the ball on the
ass,
floor.
if J Dub is ass in a series or in a game, Chet got to be able to go get you 20. I think.
Right,
Like,
and we're talking the whole season. Yeah, I do think it's important to, like, it's fine to be confident. Don't get too big for your britches, man. There are still things that our players and our team could improve on to help
I'm gonna be
us
for real,
reach
Wes.
whatever
Hold on, you on
goals
that
we're
lane nigga shit,
executing.
Wes. I'm gonna be for real. We
All
win
right.
you on that lane nigga shit. We win the games off defense anyway, nigga. Like we should be
All
like
right. All right.
no, I'm not saying that to excuse anything you talk about. Like J Dub should get better. Chet should pick up the slack if that
He's
nigga playing ass.
23, bro. Like, I'm not even like that's not like certain shit you questioning. Like, oh yeah, this a question mark. Like, bro, I'm not gonna put a question mark by 23-year-old nigga who got better. Like, basically every year of his life getting better, bro. Like,
Yeah, when he hit that little growth spurt, it was
I'm
kind of
not
over.
saying. I think you're kind of
But you just saying you didn't
misinterpreting.
see it yet.
No,
It's
I'm
just,
saying that when the moment called for it, the biggest moment, he was not the best version of himself. I need that to improve, and I think even Eli and AJ. I mean, y'all may downplay it, but he wasn't good enough in the Dallas series, and some of it was about his approach to the game. And I'm speaking on his approach to the game, and some of those things changing. That is important, and also some of the things that he did really well in the regular season showed that, hey, in the postseason when teams hunker down and are, gear up to guard you specifically, and game plan to guard you and try to take away some of your strengths, his on-ball creation when it came to separation and creating good shots for himself, it was not there. So I would like to see some of those things improve in his game, and to say that, I don't know, I don't feel like there's a need for pushback to that.
Did I give you a pushback, or are you just talking about Eli?
Eli said that.
I was just asking, nigga.
I just answered.
Okay, nigga.
So,
Where you think like our defense gonna rank this year?
I think we'll have a top 3 defense.
I think we're gonna be the best defense.
It's
That Minnesota shit, like that shit finna hit like crack, nigga. They not doing that again.
Hey, you went OKC this year?
Bro, y'all niggas be so fanned out. Like this shit sad, bro.
I'm just saying, Swan. Like I didn't know who you was. I didn't know if you were gonna pick them or Memphis, bro.
It's gonna be crazy when he got a root. It's gonna because that 1-5, 1-4 matchup between Memphis and OKC is happening second round. So you're gonna have to make a choice, nigga.
Hold on, wait. I don't know about that, but nigga, I don't care. Nigga. It's not no choice.
All right.
Bro, chill.
All right.
They were just a snap piece. Nigga.
Everybody, we good on OKC? All right.
Yeah, hello, bro.
Eli and everybody else, thank you